let's start the show. Woo-hoo! Yay!
Sure.
No, do that way. Yeah.
Oh. Just wanted to get it over with, right?
You're listening to The Opinion Zone. It's that time again when common sense and decency go out the window and questionable opinions come in. Starring your deranged hosts, Jay Eggman, and of course the one and only David the Lurker. Oh, and as always, please remember the following show will probably contain strong language. We warned ya, so don't complain. Let the chaos control begin.
Come on, let's go. Hey, yo, it's the Sonic Show. Hey, yo, it's the Sonic Show. Hey, yo, it's the Sonic Show. Come on, let's go.
Hi? Hello?
Hello.
Is anyone there? Is anyone there?
Hi, Jamie.
Guys, this is the Opinion Zone, episode 70. As you could tell from the intro, there's nobody here. It's just me and David, all alone in this ginormous cave.
Busting out the voice effects. This is good.
Yeah, we're just all alone in this cave.
Of wonders?
Cave. Just all alone in this cave. Ooh, can I make it echo? Wait. Hello? Okay. Shut up, I'm playing. Anyway, we're in a cave and we're very lonely and there's no one here today. It's like
That is true.
super. Ooh, wait. Might have my echo. Or maybe not. Or maybe not. Or maybe not. Ooh. Or maybe not. Ooh. Maybe not. Ooh. Is that annoying at all? 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 Is that annoying at all?
Well, it doesn't really sound like an echo. It's just like you're repeating yourself. You know, like an echo, there's supposed to be a little reverberation, right?
Fuck
so instead
you,
it's
David.
just...
Cue David. Cue David. Cue David. Cue David. Cue David.
Oh, God.
Wait, what if I put it on with the cave at the same time?
Fine. Why aren't I echoing in the cave? You are.
Because I'm all alone in the cave.
Oh, there we go. That's better.
That was annoying. Anyway, hello everyone, welcome to episode 70 of The Opinion Zone. That was quite an amazing tangent for the first 5 minutes of the show. I'm very impressed. And I did press record, well done. Yeah, it's just me and David. It's just me and David chilling all by ourselves. Which is fine, because we've got so much news to talk about, because nothing's happened in the last 7 days.
Oh. Well, maybe we could go back in time. You could read the news from a few years ago, and we'll comment on it.
We're doing that next week.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Whoa, I wonder what happens next week. Which
is exactly. Yeah, guys, I'm really sorry. This show's not going to be very good. So just like all the other ones.
right.
But, things happen. I'm going on holiday. I'm going to Florida in 2 days, which is fantastic timing because all the airports are in lockdown because the UK has increased its security level to critical, which means they assume there is an imminent attack happening any moment, which is fantastic. Can't wait. Hope that doesn't affect my flight to America. Oh, God. That's really annoying. Maybe it's a good time to be out the country. I don't know. Do I want to be on a 9-hour flight when they think there's definitely something terrorist happening?
Well, I mean, if more crazy things happen, you won't be around.
Yeah,
You'll
but
just
don't
be hanging
things
out on
generally
the beach.
happen on planes? For reference, the last time this is so not Sonic related. The last time that UK increased their security electrocritical is when they were trying to stop a group of terrorists who were arranging to put liquid gas bombs on a whole fleet of commercial airlines to the UK and America.
Oh, that sounds like that would have been bad if it happened.
That would be bad, but luckily MI5 and all that stopped it happening, and then when they got the people and stopped it, they then decreased it back to just severe rather than critical.
That's good.
So yeah, I'm in a really positive mood.
Well, I mean, I feel like since since it happened last night, and everyone always immediately thinks airports, airplanes, everything that, it's probably the safest moment in time to go on an airplane would be right now.
Wouldn't that be awful if this is the last time people hear my voice and you say that?
That would be. Would I have to take over the show?
Wow, that's the first thing you think of. Oh, is the show mine now, Jason? I see how it is.
Come on.
No, I see how it is.
Everything will be okay. I know that you'll get on your plane. You'll have a smooth flight. You'll land in Florida. You'll be like, "Oh yeah, I love Florida," and you will be grateful that you won't be in the UK as things are crazy, and you'll be happy that you won't have to do this show, even though you secretly will be in the past.
I mean,
and the future.
for perspective, the UK has been on Critical 2 times before in the last 10 years, and the last 2 times I wasn't even aware that had happened until I read about it today.
Oh.
So I guess I was fine because I didn't even notice it was happening. So hey ho. Anyway, shall we move on to the news?
Oh, I guess so. Oh, yeah. Last night I was watching this movie called Remember Me. I don't know if you're familiar with it.
No.
It's about Robert Pattinson. Well, it's not about Robert Pattinson, but he's in it. And it's a guy. He's like, "Oh, I'm sad because his brother died," and he meets a girl, and he has issues with his dad. But hey, things seem to be getting back on track, and then it ends with 9/11. It's really depressing because of that, and
David.
yeah, it's sort of yes.
What's this got to do with anything?
Moving
on.
Okay.
Bring you the latest news from around the world of Sonic, or whatever Jay could find on Google a half hour ago. It's time for the Opinion Zone News Corner.
Guess what news we're gonna do first?
Ooh. Wait, I'm the only one who can guess. Does it have anything to do with ratings involving a certain television show?
Maybe.
Oh. Does it involve Sonic the Hedgehog?
Maybe.
Does it involve a tangent of the franchise where people continue to question how it still exists?
Maybe. That's right. Sonic Underground. No. Sonic Boom TV ratings came out again. Now, last week we released the ratings for part 1 of the Robots from the Sky thing. And now we got the ratings for part 2.
Oh, right.
Ooh. How many do you think? It's guessing time.
Ooh, okay. I will say 101,000.
That is not correct. It's 135,000. That's a big increase. I mean, for the show.
Right. That's a bit higher than I thought it'd be.
Yeah. So...
Well, because I figure since it's part 2, people's interests wane, and they're like, "What? Did you watch it?"
No. Moving on.
Oh.
There we go. Sonic Mania has been certified by the ratings board ESRB, for all platforms except the Nintendo Switch.
Ooh, maybe because there's gonna be some racy DLC
just
on the
big
Switch.
tits on the Switch version. They're gonna go. Let's make the Nintendo platform the raciest Sonic game you've ever seen.
It's gonna be one sexy level.
However, it's good news for those because By getting a rating, it means the game has to be in a reasonably complete fashion for them to accurately give it the rating, which means that the game must be in an almost finished version in terms of what content is going to be in the game. Because if they like add an extra level, they have to resubmit it in case that level has boobs in it.
Oh, Boob zone. I don't.
Boob zone.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a 2D Sonic game. I feel like everyone should just assume. Oh right, you didn't say what the rating was. What is it?
It is a T for teen. No, it's not. It's a Can you imagine? It's E for everyone. Contains mild cartoon violence. Do you want the rating summary?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you do. Let's dread out this show. And this is an action platformer in which players assume the role of Sonic as he zooms around colourful, in quotation mark, zones and attempts to defeat Dr. Eggman. As players run and jump through whimsical environments, they can jump on enemies' heads, causing them to transform into small woodland creatures. Boss battles sometimes depict characters shooting, in quotes, cartoony bombs and or oversized missiles. Sonic reacts to damage by losing coin-like rings and falling off the screen when defeated.
Coin-like rings?
I don't know why they have to be specified as a description of like a coin. I think most people know, if you say the word ring, you can probably imagine what a ring looks like.
Right.
It's like a coin, but with a hole in it.
It should be like donut type rings, bagel like rings. That's very weird. They threw in there. But so we know there's going to be bombs, and we know there's going to be missiles.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like most Sonic games had bombs and missiles, though, so I don't know
It's
how
just a bit weird.
interesting.
Oh well. Shall we move on to the next news item?
I suppose so.
Here we go.
Whoa!
I don't actually have any other news. It was
I did a
just the
little
two items.
Oh, that's not.
So, how's Big Fishing Adventure going?
Oh, oh, yeah.
Got any news on
Hey,
that? Anything you want to say? Anything?
We should. I should probably mention. Hey, is anyone going to MomoCon? I'm not, but there is supposed to be. There's a panel that Matt from Tails channel is doing. There's also Corey Maru, Patrick. He's the guy that runs Sonic and Sega Fan Jam. The two of them are going to be sitting on a panel, and it's going to be partly about Sonic Mania and Sonic Forces. Just sort of a, hey, we're Sonic fans. These games are coming up. Isn't that cool? But the other half is actually going to be about Big's Big Fishing Adventure 3. And if things pan out, there should be a super cool announcement. And if they don't pan out, I guess it will be a slightly less super cool announcement regarding the game.
Ooh.
Yeah, so if you are somewhere in Georgia, I forget. It's Atlanta. I should have known that. And it's, well, the convention is from the 25th to the 28th. I really don't remember when the panel is supposed to happen, but it's one of those days.
Wow. Okay. Well, that was.
So I mean, if you want to see Matt, if you want to poke him in the face, if you look at the Big's Big Fishing Adventure 3 Twitter, it'll mention exactly when that's happening. But yeah, don't actually poke him in the face.
Don't do
But
that.
Yeah, he might not like it. You should probably ask beforehand. Maybe he'll be in the mood. But yeah, that's happening. The game's not out yet. But
Vamp a bit more for me.
I'm vamping. But yeah, Big, it's coming along. We got some cool things. I really want to share stuff, but some of it is still secret, classified information. There's cool music, there's cool art, there's some cool stuff in there. You just gotta be on the edge of your seat and wait and go, I can't wait for Big the Cat to be here with me, explaining how his biggest fishing adventure went. Misadventures, still nothing happening on that front, right?
No, that show's dead. That is the deadest show.
Poxy, are you here?
He's never here. He's dead.
Poxy,
Dead.
Wait, I think I found him. Oh. Wait, maybe I shouldn't make any sort of jokes like that today. That would be bad. Okay, never mind.
Moving
Foxy
on.
is alive and well.
Moving on.
Whoa! Wait, I
Um,
thought you said you had more news.
I was on the Mardiculous YouTube channel last week.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that's the thing. Go check that out. And that's pretty much the news, guys. That was really exciting.
Well, it's the calm before the storm, because E3 is coming up in a couple weeks. So there's probably going to be a pile.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
of that.
Don't worry, guys. The show is going to get good after a bit. But before we do that, we're going to surprise a bit on David, who's not prepared to do this voice, as we check out with Marcus.
What?
How
Marcus?
Yes, we haven't done a segment for a while, and let's face it, we ain't got nothing else to do today, so let's get right into
That's
it and
true.
talk to our favourite guru.
He's the man on the street, the man in the know, the man this community needs, bringing you insider knowledge on the need-to-know trends from all things Sonic. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Marcus Minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Marcus Minute, where we check in with resident Sonic expert Marcus, who tells us about all the cool, trendy things happening in the world of Sonic. Hi there, Marcus.
Hi, it's me, Marcus, and I love to talk about my favorite video game system, Sonic the Hedgehog. How are you doing, Jay?
I am great. I think I need to clarify that Sonic the Hedgehog is not a system, but don't worry about it, Marcus. It's a Phil
system
Collins
of
Genesis,
life.
I think, that you're
Phil
talking
Collins, that's true. That was the first system I didn't own.
So,
But
obviously, in the past, we've sent you to do a variety of things. This time, you went to Sonic Team in Japan to see what's happening with Forces, and they gave you a sneak peek at some of the yet-to-be-revealed character animal choices for the Create Your Own Character. Would you like to tell us a bit more about that? What exciting new breeds and people we can be in this exciting development?
This is true. You see, I went to Japan. Now, they said they were going to pay for my flight, but when I got there, they knocked me out and put me in a box. So I woke up somewhere in Tokyo, Japan, in an anime store, and I got very excited at all of the anime girl figurines that were there. But I quickly made my way to Sega of Japan, where the greatest Sega of Japan is. The hallway of the rising sun is where I went inside. The Sonic team was very kind to me because they didn't notice I had snuck in. And I was able to see some really great downloadable content action figures. One of the planned characters is apparently her name starts with Lara and it ends with Julie Sue, and she looks like she's someone that you can make any way you want. Multiple costumes.
No.
Look, it comes out in July next year.
No, it doesn't.
Also, I heard that you can actually be a woodchuck. You can finally answer that age-old question: how much wood could I chuck if I were a Sonic character? This is great. Looks like someone's laughing at me because I make the greatest jokes. Okay. Now I heard. Now this I think I'm not supposed to talk about, but it looks like you know, one time you had this guy on the show. His name was not Marcus, but it was Sammy, the classic fan of Sonic. You know, he's not as cool as me, Marcus, but we get along, and I guess he's in the game. He was in the trailer. Did you see that?
I did not see that. No, that's not.
No,
perfect.
see, because he's there. He's wearing glasses. He's got the backpack. That's him. Now, I asked Yuji Izuka if I could be in the game, and he laughed and laughed and laughed, and then security came and took me to a nice room, and I got to play Game Gear. And I went, this isn't as good as Forces, but that's okay. Because I still gave it a 9 out of 10.
You did that. Right. I thank you ever so much, Marcus. I remembered why we don't have you on the show. You have a lovely day.
Oh, you're welcome,
bye,
Jamie,
Marcus.
with 3 J's.
No, just the one. Bye. Oh my god.
He's the man on the street, the man in the know, the man this community needs, bringing you insider knowledge on the need-to-know trends from all things Sonic. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Marcus Minute.
And that was the thing. Jesus. Right.
Oh,
David, where were you the whole
why'd you let
time?
him
What
do that?
happened, David? Oh my god. Right.
I hid because I owe Marcus some money. And I don't want to pay him back. Have you heard anything that man says?
No.
He's going to waste it on. Okay, never mind.
Anyway, right now what we are doing is you guys can be on the show. So all you need to do is go to thesonicshow.org/Discord and join the Discord, and we're just talking to people. This is David's idea. I do apologise if it goes wrong. Let's get a caller. David, who would you like to speak to next?
Let's see. Well, I just realized that I forgot to ask him about him thinking Skylar's real, but that's okay. That's a good question we'll leave for another day. Hey, let's talk. There's someone, I think, Deltona can? Does that mean they're Canadian? I'm curious about that.
Who knows? Deltona, you have the ability to unmute yourself if you just right-click your profile and click on that unmute button. We will be able to hear your voice. Let's see if they work out how to do this. We can see.
Okay, they're typing in the chat.
Typing.
Oh, no,
Here
here
it goes. Here we go.
Oh, they left.
And they left. Oh, they're back.
They.
They.
What you're supposed to do?
You just need to. There you go.
Okay.
Yay! Woo-hoo. Hello. What's your
Hello.
name and where are you calling from?
There you go. You're getting into it. Yes. Hello. Caller, can you hear us?
My name is Dalton, and I come from Canada at Ontario.
Right.
How are you? All right, how are you doing today? Are you enjoying the show, or are you? We've made a terrible mistake.
Thank you.
Okay.
Interesting. I'm going to
Yes.
ask you a quick question, Deltona. Be nice with your answer. Which one are you most excited for? Sonic Mania or Sonic Forces? Such an overwhelming question.
Right. I think there was maybe a bit of delay.
That was a great start, I think. I think what we've learned is apparently Discord isn't always the fastest way. There was like a delay. That was really strange. But never mind. Let's not worry about that. So, who next?
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Who should? Let's make things confusing. Let's talk to Irish David.
Irish David. Okay, if he's not Irish, this is just completely saying. Irish David, if you press unmute, there you go. Hello, Irish David.
Evening, everybody.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Belfast.
Oh, what a shock, David.
Ooh. Now, do you
been
live there because it has the word "fast" in the title?
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Right. Important question. Irish David.
It is. I think so.
Now, Irish David,
Mm-hmm.
moment of truth. Be nice in your answer. Remember, Sonic Mania, Sonic Forces.
Minia.
Oh wow, I'm glad
Ooh.
you know.
So you're into the old school Sonic feel, 2D, sliding around, spinning around.
Have you
Yes.
pre-ordered the collector's thing?
Yes, I have.
Good
I have
lad.
pre-ordered the collector's edition.
Good lad. So many questions. You've been on the show before, I believe.
Yes, I have.
Because I believe that we've had an issue where I've had to distinguish Irish David and David before.
Yeah.
Hence why I thought it would be easier for me just to change my name to Irish David to just make it nice
so
and easy
great.
for
So we've
everybody.
changed your name on this server just to make my life easier. I'm pretty proud of myself. Right. Random question time, Irish David. Your most prized piece of Sonic memorabilia.
Merchandise? Is that the word you're looking for, Jack?
That memorabilia, merchandise, this is all good words. Language.
Well, I'm looking at it right now. It would be my Born to Run print from the 25th anniversary art collection.
Ooh.
That was my Christmas present last year.
It's pretty fancy.
Yes, it is.
Another question. Sonic Forces. Which character, if you're to create your own character, from the announced animals, which animal do you think you're going to be?
Ooh.
I have an answer for this. I've already decided.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
I didn't.
I like the idea of the rabbit. Remembering that he can be a rabbit.
Yeah, Rabbit is one of them. You know,
Yes.
That's harkening back to the very origins of Sonic. You remember, because that character with the ears to pick up and throw stuff, he was a rabbit. Whatever his name may have been in the future. I don't think he had a name. It's just Rabbit, right?
Just Rabbit. Rabbit the Rabbit.
Rabbit the rabbit.
I'm going to be a bear.
Oh,
I
that's what one brother wants to be.
I feel like the bear, I don't know, it's going to have just, I don't know, I feel like the bear's going to look cool. I could be wrong. I feel like a Sonic Universe bear. Because we've had, like, a bear before.
I think that would be. I like the idea of the fact that you have those 6 or 7 different characters that you can choose from, and it's not just 1 or 2. It's variety. I like that idea.
I agree. So, yeah, I think bear. David, who are you going to be, other than miserable, lonely old man?
Other than that's a good question. You know, I like cats. I might jump into the cat fold. Probably can't be as big as I might want to be, but I can live with that.
Did I hear somebody was actually saying that at one point they actually would like to make the characters bigger? I make them. I heard something like that. I was like, oh no, that's a bad idea.
Sorry, I got distracted by something.
I heard on the grapevine that somebody was asking Sega, will you be able to make your characters like taller and wider? And because
there
like in
is
the trailer you
currently
can't
a
see.
petition from change.org to allow, as they described, I think, larger build characters, fat characters. To which I tweeted a response saying, "Can we not all be a bit Tumblr about this, please?" I think, I am obviously as a member of the LGBTQAWXY and Z community. I am very much in supportive of everyone having equal representation in all things. But when it comes to rabbits and bears and stuff, I'm not sure if it's really necessary to have, like, I don't feel like that if I choose, the cat, I don't feel that cat has to represent my body size because it's a cat. Like, I'm cool with it just being a cartoon cat. That's fine. It doesn't have, doesn't have to be podgy like me. It doesn't have to have, a beard like me. Though if they do add beards, I'm 100% getting a bear with a beard. That is going to happen. So I think people are misunderstanding the point. It's like, but yeah,
It's gonna be a cool cat. That's what it's gonna be.
it's gonna be a bloody cool cat, I can tell you. Right, Irish David, we're going to move on to our next caller because we're running out of time, and there's actually way more people than I was planning to. I must be fair, non-Irish David. This is a lot more successful than I was expecting it to be.
Chai.
Bye.
Love to talk. They love to talk about Sonic the
Hair.
Hedgehog.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I was like, he's gone quiet. Right. Who are we going to speak
Right.
to next, David? Now I've worked out how the server mute button is why people couldn't speak. I've mastered Discord, David.
Technology. That's a good question. You know what? There is someone at the very bottom. It says tarot. Curious with tarot cards, even though it's not spelled right. So it's
Tarot
probably
Master,
not about
where
tarot.
are you-
I knew you'd ask about that. Seriously, I made up that name when I was a kid.
Oh, where are you calling from?
Ohio.
Oh!
Hi,
Oh, that's dangerous.
Oh.
I'm in Michigan. So I'm required by law to insult you in some fashion. Insult
ahead.
happened. There you go. Okay, how you doing?
Nothing new, really, because I know I've seen your channel before, but I never really watched much of it besides
Me
the
too.
one where the React to Tales thing. Because I'm gonna say he's a friend, he's more of an acquaintance, because that's what we were first meet to us. Shower Remix was on there.
Yes, that's going back to like the very first Sonic Reacts videos. Yeah. Oh, good times. Right, we are asking everyone, so I'm going to ask you the very important questions, Tarot Master 4. Mania or Forces?
Sorry, did I interrupt?
Mania or Forces, which one do you think you will be more hyped for?
You mean the Sonic Mania or Forces?
Mm-hmm.
Which one was the one of the original character one?
Forces.
I forget what it was.
Forces is the one where you can create your own character.
And I'm thinking Forces probably, but I'm not entirely sure yet. Haven't played that many Sonic games in a while, actually.
Oh my god, you're not. I thought you were a Sonic fan, obviously.
It's like it's not super. I don't have things on the walls, stuff like that.
That's fair enough. So, you think you're gonna get Forces? That's super, super cool. What was the last Sonic game you properly played then?
Ugh, darn. Sonic Adventure 2.
No, my
And
goodness.
I played Scared of Rings, I played the Night one. Oh man, I played a lot of them. I haven't really played Generations yet.
Yeah, that was like a long time ago.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
recommend that.
It's been
I would
like-
say that's a pretty good game, and check that game out.
It's like 5.5 years. Yeah, Generations is definitely worth. checking
Definitely,
out.
I would
Not
definitely
dead.
consider renting it. It's a good game.
Go to your local Red Box and see if they
Yeah.
have some.
Okay. I'm not very updated with Sonic games in a while.
Oh my goodness, how could you? That's cool. Well, I'm glad that, this year is the year that you may be coming back. That's super sexy. I'm super pleased for that. We're going to move on to our next caller. Who are we going to have next, David?
Ooh, you know what? Let's talk to someone who has a color next to them. Let's have a conversation. Let's Pastel Plushie 64. How about we
Pastel
get them on
Plushie
the line?
64. You've been unmuted, Pastel Plushie. You just need to right click and unmute your profile, and then you'll have the ability to talk. Some people get this, and some people really struggle with this. Some people are like, yep, I'm here. Pastel Plushie
Internet's
is
very
here.
Hello there.
Pastel Plushie, also known as Part-Time Cream the Rabbit. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. It's almost 12 in the morning, so I hope.
Yeah, I know. That's why whispering me quiet. Are you also from Ireland? Or
I am indeed. I am
Yeah.
from Belfast.
yeah, you. Oh my God, Belfast representing tonight.
Once again, yeah, because when you gotta go fast, you gotta go to Belfast.
That's the only place you can get. Right, important question, Pastel Plushie 64. What are you more hyped for, Mania or Forces?
Ooh. I feel like I just have to stick with my guns on this. I was immediately excited right from the 25th anniversary party, so I'm going to stick with Sonic Forces.
Fair
I
play,
was
fair play.
excited right from the beginning.
Aw.
But you saw that fancy CG trailer that everyone had a big shout at, a happy shout. It was
Yes.
very loud.
Yes. Out of the available characters, bear, rabbit, wolf, cat, etc., do you think you already know which character you're going to pick?
Well, I'd have to say from at least abilities alone, I'd probably go with the bird. I just really want to have that double jump. That'd be fun to have.
Fair enough. Cool. Right. I think that's cool.
Right. Right. Well, yeah, birds have wings, and I guess you should have the ability to. Wait, Sonic Colors has a double jump too, right? Am I remember that correctly? Yeah. So they're bringing that back. So that should be fun. I wonder if you can make Jet or Wave. This is a good question. Probably not a good question.
No Storm because we're not having fat characters.
I'm super hyped for all of it, to be honest. I'm looking for. This is gonna be a good year for Sonic. I've got a good feeling in my bones in terms of games, and games are what I like. As a fan of a video game franchise. So
right, that's usually it's a good thing when Sonic games are happening.
Right, I think we're gonna move on to our next. Cool! How exciting! David,
thank you for calling, Pastel.
Yes, Pastel Plushie I think did a defeat Donny a long time ago.
Oh, really?
So long time listener. She gets her own round of applause. Actually, here we go. There we go.
Very long time. Okay.
Who are we gonna have next? We've still got quite a few people left to go. A few people have joined actually since we've been doing this, so that's exciting.
All right. Well, maybe we should go for one of the new people then.
The new people.
Ooh, should we go for someone whose name goes in the face of everything Sonic stands for?
I don't know. If someone has a username with the word Mario in it, they can right-click their profile and unmute now if they wish to delve into conversation with us and explain why they have such a terrible name. Looking at you, Super Mario 9898. Let's see if they unmute themselves and join the conversation. Guys, we've still got 15 minutes, so if you want to join us, then you just need to go to thesonicshow.org/Discord and you can join in the conversation. Is he gonna unmute himself, or is the Mario fan? Oh, there we go! Woohoo! Super Mario 9898. Where's your terrible name from? Where are you calling from?
I just come up with a name and just come up with it because I was a big fan of Mario since I was a little kid. When I started Sonic, I'm a big fan of him. So yeah,
that's cool. Well, as the fan of the Marios, how are you feeling about today's Rabbids thing?
Yeah, good question.
Sure seem excited.
I am really excited.
I feel that reaction sums up a lot of fans right now seeing that picture. Just a bit like, ooh. Anyway, more important questions. Sonic Forces, Sonic Mania, what are you more hyped for?
I am more hyped for... Which one was this? I want to say Sonic Mania because, back to basics.
Indeedy doody. Have you pre-ordered the collector's edition, or are you going to go...
Sadly, I did not.
Oh, it's still going to be a good game, though. What format do you think? What are we thinking? PC, Switch, PS4?
I would say PS4 because I already have one right now, so I'm thinking about getting a PS4.
That's a pretty legit answer. What format did I pre-order mine for? I don't actually know. How ridiculous.
Like the Atari 7800? What?
Don't know that would work. Interesting. I'm curious. Now, obviously, we've got Sonic Mania coming out. Obviously, I'm sure you're aware of Sonic Forces. There is the custom heroes available in the game.
Oh, yes. I've heard about that, and I am hyped for it.
Good. Have you already picked an animal in mind? Do you know, I'm definitely going to be this animal? Because what we got bird, we got wolf, cat, rabbit, hedgehog.
Can't forget the
and
hedgehog.
fox. And bear. Oh god, there's so many. Have we got any in mind, do you think?
I would say obviously a hedgehog because because I'm a big fan of Sonic, so I'm gonna go with a hedgehog.
That's true. I wonder if they'll let you be a blue hedgehog.
Yeah, obviously gonna be a blue hedgehog, or maybe a brown hedgehog. Maybe we don't know.
I think maybe I'll just have a blue hedgehog and call him Irish Sonic.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like the fresh Irish scent.
Yes,
of
and that way
Hedgehog.
I can make sure I don't get confused between Sonic and Irish Sonic, because they're both
Ooh,
called
if you
Sonic.
make a brown hedgehog, you could name it like Kintobor and get really confused.
I mean, that's sort of mixing up the canons a bit.
Yeah.
Making it a bit confusing. So yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, I'm super hyped. We're all super hyped. Everyone's super hyped. Well, let's move on to our next caller, I think. Who are we going to speak to next, David?
Oh, right, because we're just zooming through. Wait, the person at the very top of the list, are they able to talk? Because I thought they had said in the text chat that they were just listening and couldn't actually join the call.
Is this for
Chickmunk?
Chickman?
I don't know if they are.
I don't think they're able to talk. So we'll move on to
Okay.
someone else. If you can talk,
Okay.
let us know in the chat. If you can.
Well, I just wanted to double check because they've been sitting in here, and I'm like, yeah, okay. We could. How about MK Mario Kong once again? We're dealing with the other side.
Yellow.
Hello, sir. Someone who knows how to use the mute function on Discord. Thank you very much, sir. I need to do this because this is a call-in show. Where are you
Sup,
calling
sup?
from?
Right.
I'm coming from the south. I come from Florida.
Once again,
It's Florida and Belfast representing today.
those are the only two markets that you've advertised in, right?
Exactly.
Yep.
It clearly is working. Mania forces discuss favorite.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Donkey Dude. You'll get your turn. You get right after me.
Right. We're just.
He's not even in
So,
the chat. Oh, he is. Sorry. Oh my god, I didn't see him.
Yeah, he's
That's
in
embarrassing.
here.
No,
well.
seriously, come on. Mania forces. You got to pick your life. There's a gun at your head. Pick one
Oh,
now.
yeah. Here's the thing. I'm actually very mixed about forces. I love both. I just thought, oh, yeah, Mania, classic gets his game. And then,
Mhm.
here's the thing. I love both classic and modern, right? But I just think that, that, like, because, Sonic Generations, he got his turn to, like, be in the spotlight, hey, it's for the fans. Like, that was, like, seemed like a one-time thing. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how it feels. But I literally saw, like, posts about, hey, guys, I have an idea. We should have, classic be in every single modern Sonic game. Like, have a time travel adventure every day. Doesn't that sound like a good idea? Now, I understand why this might actually work. Because classic, is trying to, like, help boost modern to where he is. And if this is, like, a one-time thing just to boost him to where he needs to be so he can be solo again, then that's fine. It's just, I remember watching the first trailer for Sonic Forces and just being like, first 13 seconds, I thought it was great. Then Classic just shows up like he owns the place. Like, yeah, I own the place.
Fair enough. I'm
I'm
gonna
the
assume
main
that you're leaning towards Mania.
Oh, actually, I'm loving both. But I like Forces more. I just don't think that Classic should really be in the game. I actually love.
Oh,
I'm still kind of mixed on
well,
the whole.
you're having
special
some mixed
character
emotions
things,
right
but-
now.
Yeah, I mean, you're not the only person. There's been people online, but if the game is able to deliver, like if it feels like a satisfying experience, and it makes sense that Classic Sonic is in there in whatever context he's presented in, then
Yeah.
I guess it's just because Generations was like very clearly here's an anniversary game, so I can see why some people would be a little hesitant as to why Classic would be in Forces, but since you don't really have the full context, it's hard to say one way or the other.
Yeah, I just think it should have been like a one-time thing kind of deal, or I guess he couldn't be in at all. But I'm very weird about Classic Sonic being in here and like having, let's just have them team up every single time that there's a new game coming. That just sounds like a smart idea.
Hey, the Flash teams up with himself every once in a while. He's a speedster. He goes back and forward in time. Sometimes he's dead, sometimes he's not. That's the Flash. Whatever.
Where is the list? I saw the list for the okay, here. I'm actually digging the Hedgehog and bear. The bear seems cool. I don't know what the bear looks like, but I imagine that it would have like the base form of Bark the Polar Bear. Like he's like a big buff, kind of like have an Eggman shape, but like he's just because the bears like in Sonic they all kind of look like egg shaped. So like I just imagine that's what they look like.
I hope so.
But
that's what
they seem very powerful.
Yeah.
So.
Or maybe you look like the bear from the Sonic 2, Becky.
Also, Digi Valentine's gonna have a fun time with the rabbit.
Oh my goodness, I hadn't even thought about that. Oh, that better have beanie hats or we're all screwed. And we're gonna move on to another caller just because we're rapidly running out of time.
Right, we got like 7 minutes. Thank you, caller, for calling the call.
Thank you. Wow, David. Amazing. Who are we going to speak to next, David? As we're running out of time, there's someone we'd like to speak to, but I can't seem to go. So.
Oh well, I think they're busy. I said, hey, if you want to join in, just let me know. But they are like deafened, so they won't even be able to hear us right now. I want to try to get to everyone. Because I know, let's talk to Donkey Dude very briefly, because he's been patient.
Very briefly.
Very briefly.
Donkey Dude, you are able to go live. Just unmute your little mic. Right click, unmute the microphone. Donkey Dude's here, everyone.
Hi, I'm Dude. What's up?
Hi, thank you for calling, but now we have to let you go. That was very brief.
We will be quick. Donkey, Mr. Donkey of Dudes, writer of Big the Cat remix of Sonic Mania. Mania, Forces, pick one.
Oh, I think your thing cut out. Could you repeat that?
It's the same question I've been asking all day.
Oh, right, Mania or Forces.
Yeah.
How you feeling about Sonic? Forces Mania.
I'm kind of leaning towards Big's Big Fishy Adventure 3.
Well, hey now that's a game I can get behind it.
Nah, just kidding. I'll go with
Interesting. Okay, what are you most looking forward to about Big's Big Fishing Adventure scheduled to be released December 2016?
Well, I mean, first of all, true. Second of all, I think that game is going to be spectacular because who doesn't love Big the Cat, sir?
That's true.
I mean, I think he will be a very spectacular type of cat, but that and the fact that I'm just a sucker for adventure, not really, but who knows?
Are you excited to get really deep into Big the Cat's head? See what's going on in that mind of his? Does he think about anything other than fishing? It's a good question.
I don't know. Am I ready for Big the Cat lore or something? I mean, come on now. who knows what we're gonna dive into in this? I'm sure. Anyway, yeah.
Well, I guess I have a vague idea, but
right.
It's coming. It will come. It'll be big.
It'll be big. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I heard your Sonic Forces big song. That was good. Yeah. But I mean, if you had to choose something else, Forces or Mania, what do you think you're more hyped for?
Definitely Mania. That one, to be honest, I played a lot of Sonic games on things like Mega Collection. Then I revisited, Mega Collection and Gems Collection. Then I revisited the old games, and those were definitely a blast. Like, I mean, like in terms of the old versions, of course, but they were pretty fun, and they were a part of my childhood. So I'd say Mania all the way. I'm pretty hyped for that game, and especially the new stages. And yeah, I mean, one of the new projects that I probably shouldn't talk much about is actually related to Mania. So, yeah, that's how hype I am.
Pretty hype. Right, I think we're running out of time. We're gonna have to go. But again, thank you, Donkey Dude.
No problem.
If you ever want to speak to Donkey Dude, he is frequently in the Discord chat, so just pop along and say hi, tag him. He likes being tagged in messages all day long. Thank you very much. Right, we have got time for one more person, David.
Is there anyone that we haven't talked to with us on the call?
Well, one. Everyone, but I think we have actually spoken to everyone else. So I think that is it, actually, David. David, we got.
Well, I think Deltona wanted to try again because his thing was really bad. I don't know if you want to Give it one more shot. Since you said like 2 words.
We can give him the chance to say. You started us with stuff.
Yo.
Oh, he's back. Hello.
Okay.
Hi.
There we go. We have literally got no time left, but thank you for coming back. So we're going to ask you the questions. Quick fire round. Oh my god, the excitement. Mania, forces. What are we going for?
Why not both?
That is the correct answer. You win, ladies and gentlemen.
Yay.
The other question is, out of all the available hero characters that you can be, which one is taking your fancy so far? I'm going to be the bear, because bears are cool.
I can be a Hedgehog. Duh.
You're going to go with the classic...
Just the classic retro choice. Right. I guess. Well, actually, we've got like less than a minute, so we got you back. We're glad we could speak to you. Yay! I'm putting you back on mute now. Sorry.
No, sorry.
But we got a chance to speak to him after it didn't work originally, so I'm pleased that we got to at least ask him the important question, and he did answer the correct answer, which was both games is the ones we're most hyped for. David, this has been a really interesting show.
It was. It wasn't as spectacular a train wreck as you were expecting.
Oh.
It was.
Guys,
right?
Yeah, I mean, basically, we are gonna end today's show as we go to Sega Addicts. I might linger around here to see if I can get a question I really want to ask out someone we didn't get to ask a question to that doesn't actually have anything to do with Sonic, but while he's here, I might as well ask him, see if I can get that, because it's to do with an experience they had at E3 a few years ago. But guys, that's the end of today's show. David, thank you as always. Yay, David.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah.
Was a pleasure.
Have a good time here.
Yeah. And thank you to everyone who took part. We will be back live on Radio Sega next week at the same time with special guest Mardik Evan, also known as Mardiculus, and we are going to be talking about a variety of out-of-date topics. I cannot wait. We will see you guys next week. We love you all so much. It's time to say goodbye. Say goodbye, David. Say goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Oh, no.
Bye, everyone. I hope we had a good time. I hope you like talking live to people.
My God.
How can we go?
You've been listening to The Opinion Zone, brought to you by Audio Boom. Don't forget to check out our page at audioboom.com/channel/The Sonic Show and leave us a comment. You can also interact with us at any time on Twitter by tweeting @Sonic_show. Until next time, by which I mean whenever Jay can be bothered again. Stay safe and please leave Froggy alone.
Let's go. Hey, yo, it's the Sonic Show. Hey, yo, it's the Sonic Show. Tune on in, come on, let's go.
Sega Addicts AM, Tuesdays at midnight UK time. That's 1 a.m. Central Europe, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Only on Radio Sega.